What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Newport County Career Mode. I am Renroth, and today's episode excuse me, features a home match against Northampton. I think Northampton are sitting on the very bottom of the table with like 5 points after 24 games, which is just absolutely abysmal. So hopefully we should have an easier time against them as we talk about Universal Studios. But also talking about the table, let's have a look here real quick. We are still sitting on top. The teams below us also dropping points, so still 11 points ahead. And let's skip over here to our lineup. Burton goal, back to this more standard lineup. Fekete, Innes, Brown in the back. Samosa on the right wing, O'Halloran on the left. O'Kane and Chapman, the Irish duo, in the middle. Van Buren is playing up front, just behind Simovic, and also behind the Super Swede is Danny Ings. He's getting a game. Our bench personnel today: Alsop, Wilmot, Jackson, Pepper, Shearer, Delfonso, and Rahman. I'm just going to pull the table up just here one more time if I remember to do it while I'm editing. Oh, there's not really enough time. We're kicking off. I was planning to do it because I probably got cut off the look at the table earlier on, but it may not work out because there wasn't really much time there either. So, kicking off at Rodney Parade for the first time since coming back from this holiday. Let's talk about Universal Studios. We spent one day there in the middle of the trip, and it was well, kind of impressive. I did go to the one in Orlando when I was there a couple of years ago. The big difference between the two parks, well, I say two, but it's gets the ball back after losing out in the initial cross. The main difference between Orlando and California is that Orlando is much more a theme park with lots of rides and all that stuff. Because, well, not because, and California is a lot more different stuff because, oh, Ings is in behind, have it, oh, big save, and it goes all the way behind for a corner. The Universal Studios in California is actually where a lot of movies are filmed. So that's the main point of that site. And there's way less rides in California. So in Orlando, Florida, there's actually, it's split into two parks. Separate admission for both, unfortunately. We only went to one when we were there a couple years ago. Innes gets up, can't get a good finish on it though. So I've only seen one half of the Orlando one. Looking to Simovic, get up! Oh, keeper's managed to hold on. And one of the defenders has gone down injured. And we're going to stop for Tozy to get some treatment. Simovic just smashes into the floor. But let's talk about the California Universal Studios, since that's where I was this time. You come in at the top of the hill. The entrance is at the top of this massive hill. Oh, you read that one well. Oh, lovely slid through, but the defender read it. Ings not able to get there. Samosa wins it back. Finds Ings again. Looking for some sort of movement. Alright. California Universal Studios. Top of a massive hill. There's really no flow to the park. It's really awkward to get around unless you know your way. Oh, almost in Samosa. So I've just got it in whatever order I found when I looked at the map. It's sort of out of order, sort of not, depending on what you consider in order. So it's just missing out again. Northampton playing dangerously. The first thing I have on my list is the Waterworld presentation. They have a it's a live presentation of Waterworld. It's actually fairly good. Ings off the bar. The movie in, I don't remember when it came out, but Kevin Costner was the only notable actor as far as I know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything. It actually kind of flopped considering I think it flopped in comparison to the amount of money they put into it. That's why it has a fairly poor reputation in the film world. but the live presentation is actually really good. Lots of water and lots of there's some pyrotechnics as well. It's kind of like a mini story of the movie. I understand. Having never seen the movie, I don't know. But it was fairly entertaining. There's a splash zone if you do want to get wet yourself. Oh, all the way out. Thank you. So, Halloran, come on. Shield that guy off. Oh, getting caught out. Oh, Fakete covering well. Long ball doesn't find anyone useful. I hate exciting matches when I'm trying to talk about other stuff. I can't, especially with Universal where everything's so out of order. Oh, just short. Van Buren, great work making the return run. Okay. As soon as I get a chance to look at my notes, I will talk about what's next. The Waterworld thing was good, but... Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, Jurassic Park. Oh, in behind for O'Halloran. Hit it. In. No, it's not in. Just past the near post. Tried to curl it in. A good strike from the midfielder. Alright, so Jurassic Park. 99% of it is a tame ride. It starts out like you're taking a little raft ride through the actual Jurassic Park, looking at some friendly dinosaurs just hanging about in the water, eating leaves and stuff. But then things go a bit awry, and you take a turn through like an emergency maintenance area because dinosaurs are loose. And they're eating electrical cables, and they're not really jumping out at you. It's kind of tame still. And man, they are sitting back. Let's bring our players forward. There we go. Oh, that was not the ball I wanted. So, and then it's pretty simple little boat ride until you get to the very end, where there is an absolutely massive drop. It's probably the biggest drop of all the rides at Universal, and probably beats most of the ones in Disneyland as well. It's just a big vertical, mostly vertical drop, and you have a moderate chance of getting quite soggy at the end. And there's a lot of water spraying up if the raft hits right, and ooh, that was an awkward pot shot, but wide of the post. So there's that one. There's Minion Mayhem based off Despicable Me, which is a lot of fun. It's another virtual ride. You're in a big room and you get strapped into a chair that moves it, and the screen does the rest of the movement work for you. It's not a million miles away from Star Tours, but the point of the ride is oh, that's a good ball. Troy Brown dealing with the danger. And it's a fun ride, good story. It's supposedly you got an opportunity to become a minion. Oh, hit that. Oh, Danny Ings, you're no good. You get a chance to become a minion, you go do minion stuff, and then you accidentally get turned back to human again. And then you leave the ride and it's all over. It's one that you really don't want to tell too much about because it's a good ride, and to give a play-by-play would ruin the effect. It's very funny, fairly exciting, and if you like the movies, you'll definitely enjoy this ride. It's not too intense. Oh, a late one on Samosa. We're still moving forward in stoppage time. Oh my god, where's the options? Where's everybody? Samosa finding the space down the right. Go on, my son. Crosses. It falls to Ings. He's up, but he can't get it on target. And there's halftime. Next ride to talk about is The Revenge of the Mummy. That's a pretty fun one. It's an indoor. It's mostly a roller coaster. There's a bit more to it. It's not a standard gravity-induced movement thing like standard roller coasters. The first part is fairly slow. You're like invading Imhotep. What's the dude's name? It's been a long time since I've seen those movies as well. Imhotep, I think, is his name. You invade his tomb, and He doesn't like it, so you go whooshing away from him, and then there's a little bit that's backwards, which is a little bit scary. And then it ends kind of abruptly with a bright flash, and that's all. Next, let's get on the game. Stop the highlights. The next ride is the Transformers ride. It's another 3D experience. I actually really enjoy those ones. Almost in Danny Ings. You wear your 3D battle glasses. I think the story in this one is you're trying to escape from the city on... what is the dude's name? I have not seen a single Transformers movie. I don't like any of them. Oh, that's a good ball. In it comes. Blocked the goal, but Burton can grab and release quickly. Here we go. Counter, counter, counter. I don't know the names of any of the... Two slow aims, and he bounces off. But you're on one of the Transformers zooming away, trying to get something out of the city because the Decepticons are coming to crush you, and typical Transformers stuff, from what I understand. So, it's not entirely virtual. You do move around the track, but the screen and 3D glasses do a lot of the work for it. Oh, there is offside. Good ride, solid one. I recommend that one. There is also a Simpsons ride. The Simpsons, of course, has its own entire little arena thing filled with memorabilia and not sets, but locale from the TV show. I mentioned this one even though I didn't get a chance to go on that ride. It was a busy day. The park's only open for like 7 hours, and with wait times, that's not a lot of time to do stuff. What else? The other thing of note that I bring up The Simpsons is because Matt Groening, the guy who made all that stuff, is from Portland, where I live, and there's a lot of Portlandy stuff in there. Springfield is actually based... no one said it was based on any particular town, but I think everybody knows that it was sort of based on Springfield, Oregon, which is about an hour and a half south of Portland, near Eugene, where the University of Oregon is located. Van Buren's in behind. Can he open the scoring? Oh, it's off the post, and the keeper just taps it behind for a corner. So, more Go Portland stuff. The last thing that I'll talk about is the studio tour, which is not available in Florida for obvious reasons. There's not an actual studio there, so you get to you drive on a big cart with a guide. Get up! Oh, it's missed. Somebody hit that. Come on, please. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, they got out of danger there. Should have been blocked. So you get to go through a lot of the sets. Let's see, what are some notable ones that you get to see? Oh, lovely turn, Van Buren. Oh, that was not the pass I wanted. I went all the way across. Oh, well in, Van Buren. He's being pulled. He's being tugged. Trying to stab it through, but defender managed to get a toe in. I remember there was Jaws. They had the lake, and there's a lot of special effects during the studio tour to spice it up a bit, so it's not just a dude talking at you. So Jaws made an appearance. Oh, somebody, let me control somebody useful. Oh, Burton's got it covered. All right. So there's Jaws. We looked through a City Hall area, which has actually been used in several movies. One of the most notables is Back to the Future, as Danny Ings is in the box. Go put that away. Oh, it's blocked again. Keeper is having a blinder. Is using Back to the Future for sure. I know there's at least one more movie that I know I've seen. Passing again. It's not quite there. Well in, Chapman. Just trying to find a gap. There's a couple of virtual experiences, sort of like the other rides I talked about. Let's make some subs. One of them was for King Kong, where your tram that you're on gets hooked in, and it shakes along as King Kong's fighting off some primordial monsters. You get sprayed with a bit of water and stuff. And then another one is a subway scene where something explodes and water leaks. It's used for the TV show Bones, which I haven't watched too much of, but it's a crime lab show. It's pretty interesting. If you like that sort of thing, go check it out. But yeah, you're sitting in your tram and just massive amounts of water flood into the subway scene that you're in. And yeah, cool stuff. There's a few other sets that, one that simulates New York, one that can simulate Mexican towns or Mediterranean towns. They're actually fairly good at setting things up so they're not exactly descriptive. All you have to do is change the language on the signs, and you think you're in you go from being in Italy to being in... Oh, get up, Simovic! You got a flick, but it's wide! And you can go from Italy to France to Spain to Mexico, maybe even Turkey. Who knows? All depends on what they're filming. Ooh, there's a pretty cool effect where they parted the Red Sea. It wasn't really the Red Sea, but they did part some water for the tram to go through. I can't remember what they... What was that for? I don't remember exactly. Well in, Fekete starting off the attack again. Sent down the middle for Rahman. Lays it in behind for Simovic. And off the bar again! We just can't put the ball in the net. Oh, lovely ball in the middle. Lays it off to Ryan Shearer. Curls one. It's over the bar. On his weaker right foot, unfortunately, and he's wearing the wrong number. I need to change that. 16 is Andrew Hughes' number, even though he's out on loan. One of the major areas they spent a lot of time on was... Oh, what's the street called? Colonial housing, modern style-ish, for the set of Desperate Housewives. I can't remember the name of the street. I've never watched the show, so I don't actually know it from there. Oh, that guy's got a bit of space. It's Mark Richards. Samosa's in. Keeps it in well done. I think Samosa's probably my man of the match for this game. Fekete is looking to change that, charging down the field. He's got no stamina at all. And with no help, because nobody's making a lot of effort to get forward. Samosa cuts that one out again. Let's get more people forward because Northampton are sitting back, parking the bus. And come on, somebody make a run. There we go. That's the kind of movement I like. On again. Get into the box. Out of the way, Simovic. Pop it up. It's blocked by a hand. It falls to Rahman. Get to it. Slides in. It's off Simovic and over the bar. They're going to give offside because he was offside, but same result. Simovic, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I think that's about all that we did in Universal Studios. Ooh, that's a... Oh, come on. Fekete does enough, and now Troy Brown can regroup. There is a Harry Potter World area thing that's like a... It's got a Hogsmeade area and a Hogwarts area, but it's not going to open until next year. Oh, get in! Rahman is up, but he's knocked down, and they're trying to pass out of their own 18. Ooh, getting out of danger here. They just want to hold off for another draw. It'll be our third draw in a row, but considering I'm talking about stuff, I'm not too worried about it. And the other teams have not managed to take any points off us. Yep, there's the final whistle. So we may go back next year if our annual pass, which ended up being cheaper than a single-day ticket, if we go back next year before that expires, it will be to see Harry Potter World. And that'll be cool. That's it. Vacation talk's over. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave those in the comments. I might do a recap and answer some questions later on once I've let some of those questions rack up, or I may just reply to them in the comments depending on what kind of questions are coming in. That's all. I think we'll be back to regularly scheduled Newport County career mode stuff after this, and hopefully we get some wins. I want to really rack up some more points now that I can focus, and that way we can start playing some young players towards the end of the season, give the fringe players a bit more of a chance to play. That's all for today. Don't forget to follow on Twitter. There's fun stuff happening there. I hear that Finn the Gamer is going to try to be more active on the Twitterverse, so just a little bit more fun to be had there. And of course, like this video if you enjoy in Universal Studios. If you want to go there after hearing me talk about it, or if you've been, tell me your favorite part. And that's it. See you later.